And today we're going to interview our friend here, Alia, regarding movies and dramas.
But before we go into our questions, let our guest to introduce herself a little bit.
Okay, thank you for inviting me. My name is Nur Alia binti Muhammad Sani. You can call me Alia too. Thank
Okay,
you.
hi. All right. So let's go into the question.
Okay, so Alia, the first question that I have for you. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay, so the first question is, what movie have you rewatched the most and what makes it rewatchable for you?
Oh, okay. So when you ask what kind of movie have I rewatched the most and what makes it rewatchable all the time, I would say it would be the Marvel series, specifically the Avengers series, because for me it actually depicts a true amazing plot of adventurous thriller action and fantasy that it makes you feel very imaginative on how it actually works in that film. And also to me I would say the storyline and the plot is very creative in a way that they can actually think of this kind of story to be made into a whole damn series, a whole series, which they have a lot. I mean, like, even I mean, as a Marvel lover, I don't know about you guys if you know about it, but Marvel have a lot of series like Iron Man, Captain America, Spider Man, and yada yada, right? And so, um, in a way, all of these movies are really connected to each other, and I feel like this movie also is very patriotic in a way. They have a lot of teamwork. Yeah. So, but I would also say what makes this movie interest me the most is basically because of, like I said, how it connected to each other. Is when one of the movie, let me give you an example. So one of the movie of Avengers Infinity Wars, right? The movie itself in the beginning is actually a continuation of a movie from the Thor Ragnarok. Huh. See, so because the Avengers series has a lot of, um sequel from ending to ending. So for me, it's really interesting because at the end of the day or at the end of the movie, you can actually think, oh my god, oh that's why this happened, and yeah. So see, that's why I love
Understand,
Marvel.
understand. I
Yeah.
personally actually watched the second last one. I personally watched it for 3 times in the theater.
I know, right?
I
Yeah,
tried.
because it's like it was just like in my head, like what is going to be like the next part. But at the same time, I actually watched it with like three different people. Just to
Mm-hmm.
one of it, I actually watch it before I go to work because I wanted to like you know calm myself down. Yeah, before I actually
Calm
enter work.
yourself down.
Yeah, because it was like after college. Okay, after college,
Yeah,
then I wanted to like like stress relief. That I actually went there.
true. Yeah, I would
Right.
agree with that.
I think all three of us are Marvel fans.
Yeah,
Yeah. Not, right?
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, like
Okay.
unless you are gonna be like DC fans.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, I do watch it, but not really a fan of it.
Yeah.
Understandable. Yeah, because it's like DC, they only have like a few that are good ones, but most of it is like pretty dark.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I think it's not from our era also. We are like Marvel
it's
era.
true.
Yeah, true. I think so because Marvel has been more. One thing is because Marvel has more series compared to
Yeah.
DC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, so we are all Marvel lovers.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a very good answer. Personal opinion.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you.
my second question would be: do you prefer movies with happy ending or movies with open ending?
Open ending. Okay. For me, I would say both actually sounds nice to me because it also depends on the genre of the movie itself. But when you when you think about how, let's say, adventurous or horror type of movie, they usually make it what do you call it, open ending, right? Open ending where the ending itself is not really clear, or it also have a sequel to it. a
Mm-hmm.
sequel of the movie. But when you look at the romantic genre kind of movie or comedy, they usually have a fixed happy ending. Like, okay, this type of character will, oh yeah, they both gonna get married and a happy ending and then yeah. So for me, I would say it depends on the genre, but also if you would like me to choose, I would say happy ending is the best way to actually
Yeah.
be in your circular imagination for you to be creative and imagine you're in a fantasy world. So it's happy ending.
All right. Okay. I mean,
So what about you, Tinesha? Do you prefer open ending or happy ending?
please, I want to watch something happy because my life is enough for this.
Too depressing.
So let me
Understandable. I
watch happy
usually,
ending. We're
I
watching
usually,
movie for that.
yeah, understandable. Usually, I do watch most of the shows with happy ending. Yeah, I'm not so into open ending.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
But
yeah, because most of it I watch is like those Chinese dramas. Those Chinese dramas are so depressing. Their ending. Movies are still like I can still tolerate, but just not
Yeah. Just give
not
me
my
happy.
dramas.
Just give me
Yeah,
something happy.
yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Just make me happy.
Yeah, I don't need to cry. If I want to cry, I particularly like I go and find that those are like the bad ending or the open ending, but I don't want to cry unnecessary.
mm,
Okay,
true.
so let's move on to the next question. So, if you could join the cast of any movie, which movie would you choose and why?
Okay, hold on. I love this question. Okay. It's not about me being an actress or like being like as a cast in that movie, but if I were to join a cast of a movie, I would say I would choose Diversion. You know why? Because being a cast in Divergent is basically how I want to feel how I can be in that reality. You know, Divergent. Have you guys
Yeah.
watched it? So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
Divergent. Being a Divergent. I don't remember the each of the yeah tribe or whatever it is,
And
but
I just know one thing. Erudite, Kender.
yeah, exactly.
Uh,
But what about the black one? I don't remember that.
I
But
don't.
so for me, I just want to be how to be in that movie. But also, if I were to be a cast like the main character, the female lead character, I just want to be like that person because um she herself as the main character, she basically have to choose for herself, right? So I want to have that kind of freedom to choose for herself, for myself, because at some point if you want to relate it to reality, it does relate on how some people in the world might also face in the same situation as her, where she has to choose despite the opposition of her parents. So being that kind of character, or like acting as that kind of character interests me the most lah. It's yeah,
Mm.
something like that.
So you like to be cast in a dystopian setting, lah, basically, right? 'Cause-
Yeah, not bad. I mean, who doesn't want to be like her? You know, running
yeah,
like very adventurous, very action thrilling fight someone, death and life situation. I mean, it's not
I just
reality, right? So
I just say something.
The dead
That
and life situation is constantly going to raise like
no.
in
pressure.
Divergent, as four in Divergent, the character named Four.
Mm-hmm.
For that, I would love to be.
I mean, that's also a part of it. Okay,
It's
that's
always
also
the
a part
male.
of it. So
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
always the handsome guys.
uh,
an additional point to add to be the cast. Okay.
alright. Okay, so the fourth one is: do you prefer animated movies or live action movies? So and why? Why do you prefer animated movies or live action? Which one you prefer?
Mm, uh, for me, if you ask, I personally love both. Personally, but I actually grew up with the influences of a father and a lot of brothers. So, like being in this, growing up with them, with a lot of male, I've been watching a lot of actions, adventure, historical, and also a lot of war and fight movies. So it's basically live action, right? So my preference is inclined to that because there's a
I
lot of. But if you ask me about animation movie, it's really awesome.
Mhm.
Because animated movie is not something you can just think of and it suddenly happens. It does not happen in real life. But also, like when you think about it, oh, we never knew like dragon can exist in this kind of way. Like let's say How to Train Your Dragon, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like wow, it's very amazing. Like the dragons can be tamed and that you can ride the dragons. Animated movies, even though you say animated movie might uh focusing on the children's, but it is somehow affected us as an adult too. And even
So
let's say live action movies, sorry, but what the heck? Anyway, like there is animated movie, but if the animated movie is made into an action, it's, it's not my thing, okay? Because it does not give the same feeling as how they actually made it animatedly.
I see. Yeah.
But that's not the same thing as Jurassic lah. Or like
Yeah.
Jurassic World. A lot of dinosaurs seems very realistic to me. So
Mm.
yeah. But either way, both are good.
So, but in if you have to choose one, which one you would choose?
That's a hard question. Yeah, I would say
Hypothetical.
live actions. Live actions pretty much deals with reality, right? So yeah.
All right. Thanks. Ashwarya?
Okay. Okay, so do you enjoy movies based on books? If yes, why?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I have a lot of knowledge about how movies being adapted from the books, but Harry Potter's and Percy Jackson came from the book itself instead of. So,
Yeah, I was
as a
actually
Harry
thinking about
Potter
Harry
fan
Potter as
and Percy
well.
Jackson
Yeah.
Yeah.
fan,
Uh,
it is somewhat you can say when they make it into a movie, they somehow predict or not predict, like portray it in a different way how it compares to in the books. But the way they actually make it into a movie actually is actually really what can I say instead of amazing? Like unimaginable because how can you imagine a broom that can fly? No, right?
mhm.
So I would say the director of the movie themselves is very smart. I don't want to curse here,
Yeah.
but a really smart person who can to actually think of something this interesting to actually attract us to watch it, which we cannot even imagine it came from the book. So,
Yeah.
it for me it's so good to the point that I rewatch it every single time when they have it on Astro before. Ever since childhood. So,
Yeah.
I mean, are you guys a Harry Potter fan? No?
I literally have
Yeah.
tattoo of Deadly Hello. So
Okay.
Oh damn.
Oh wow. Okay, it's understandable.
yeah, Harry Potter
Damn.
since
It's
day
like
one.
I
Yeah.
actually watching Harry Potter because of my mom. So it was a young time exposure.
I actually
Then
You
and
should watch it.
I did not read it through the books, but I was actually tempted to go and get the whole series. So
I watched the movie first, and
Same.
then I
I
watched the
watched the
book.
movie first, but I actually never read the books. Like the whole series, I've never. So that's
I
why,
did.
like, mm-mm. They said this actually pretty interesting too.
Yeah.
But when you got the taste of the movie, I don't think you would actually turn back into the books though, unless you.
Yeah, because you
feeling
need to
like,
like imagine and stuff. But then
yeah,
sometimes your imaginary can go different, a bit off compared to the movies. Yeah. That's
yeah,
true. Okay, next
true.
question.
Okay, so let's move on to our next question. Okay, now what is the most visually stunning film you have ever seen, and what made it visual stand out? Like visually, like so good.
Visually so good.
It's like
Does that include
I
CGI? I mean,
yeah,
like, it can be anything,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
Can be
Anything.
anything.
CGI or cinematography. You know, visually it's so good that you feel like your eyes has been blessed. Something like that.
Which I think my eyes have been blessed. I would
Yeah.
say, and I don't know, but so far of what I can think of is based going back to the Avengers Infinity War on how they actually show each of the planets differently.
Mhm.
And I mean, I mean, rewind back. Rewind, can you think about it? Like, let's say, for example, the Titan planet, Thanos planet, Thanos original planet. It was
Yeah.
so big and it was actually awesome because both before and after Thanos actually destroyed the planet, it looks amazing.
Yes.
Like you can think about, oh, why is there suddenly like there's a big Ferris wheel kind of thingy there over there? Like I would say the cinematography and also the how they visualize it is very realistic
Mm-hmm.
so far of what I can think of. Uh, but I feel there's actually a lot of other movies that have really good visual, I guess. Mm.
But I mean, we cannot agree more to that. Infinity was mind
Yeah,
blowing,
it
Yeah,
was mind
exactly.
blowing, right?
Just mind blowing.
mind blowing. So it was visually very captivating.
Yeah, it's true.
And people actually go and rewatch it so many times. They actually wanted to go and break the box office of Avatar, you know? They just
I,
wanted to like they just really wanted to like hit the mark. Like they want
I
to make the
know.
movie to be
I
like number
went to the
one.
movie twice,
I like
and then my father got the CDs, and then we rewatched it. I don't know how many times we can even think of.
understandable.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
Mhm.
until Avatar actually opened up in China, and that's that. Yeah, it went back to the top.
yeah,
Okay, next
So
question.
all
yeah.
right.
For me, that.
Okay, so which movie character you resonated the most?
Okay,
Like when
this
you
might
watch
be a bit.
when you watch the movie, oh my god, that's me. Like that you resonated more.
Okay, for this question, I would say the movie character Po from Kung Fu Panda. Okay,
Really?
yes. Okay. It's because I feel like this character, okay, when you see Paul, you can see how his character is basically, he can define himself as a person on how he truly see and believe, even though it is different from the way others perceive him. So I feel like I do have a bit of self-awareness on how Paul be
Mhm.
and how other people perceive me and how I actually perceive myself, like believe in myself. And so, not only that, I do feel like his funny and random jokes is actually how I am in reality,
Yes.
in real life. So, yeah, four is me, me is four. Okay.
So Kaishwarya? All right.
Hey, your mic is off, Kaishu.
Okay, so which non-horror movie scares you the most?
Oh my god. I was having a hard time to actually know the answer to this question, but I've come to decide the non-horror movie, but scared me the most, right? I would say Corpse Bride from by Tim Burton.
Ah,
A Corpse Bride from
yeah.
by Tim
Corpse
Burton.
Bride.
The
Ah,
Corpse Bride. Have you guys watched
Yeah.
it?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
I don't think it's a horror movie though. Even the
No,
storyline is based on
yeah, but
like
it's not
brave
horror.
and yeah, it's comedic basically and musical.
Yeah.
So for me, it because that movie is more of a comedic musical animated movie, but also having a horror background where uh, the arts, the background itself, if what do you say? Like portrays how the underworld and how the people on the hereafter would be like how they died and then they go underground and then the way they actually show or like the arts of the movie is very scary. And I mean if you have ever watched it, you can see the body proportionate itself is not is it's not even, I mean, it's beyond of what you can imagine. Like, how can what do you call this head being this big while you have a body like a steak, something like that. So for me, if I were to be a character in that, I would say, just let me die." Something like no, but
understandable. But
serious
I
talk.
think so it's because she had like this the thing that she wants to do that she didn't get to do, like get married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
understandable. Okay, next question.
So yeah.
Okay, so if you could invite one movie character to dinner, who would it be and what would you ask them?
Why I feel like it would be someone from Marvel again.
No, no, it's not
It's
Marvel.
not?
Okay,
Okay.
wait. Um, Marvel. Honestly, from Marvel, I cannot think of any. I mean, maybe a few, but I cannot choose. I would say, don't laugh at me. I would actually invite Cedric Diggory to have a dinner because okay, Cedric Diggory from Harry Potter. Harry Potter, the Goblet of Fire.
Oh,
Cedric,
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 Cedric, Cedric
uh-huh.
Diggory.
The
Okay.
Hufflepuff
okay.
man. Okay.
Okay. The only reason is simple because he has the face, but he also has the potential of being the main lead, which basically shows if I were to invite him to a dinner, he might be a gentleman, okay? A gentleman that you can not imagine.
The
So,
Lulu earlier.
I mean, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. I mean, it's better if I said Cedric Diggory instead of Edward Cullen, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Understandable.
sure. So if Cedric Diggory is real, might as well, have a fancy dinner with him.
All right. Oh, and what
Yeah.
would you ask them? Like any random question, like you want to ask them as Cedric Diggory. What question you want to ask Cedric Diggory?
Um. Oh, it's simple. So actually, would you like to marry me?
Oh my god.
Okay, the Lulu and the spiders. So let's ask
It,
the
it,
last question.
I simply did not accept that, but
Okay,
but
Okay.
understandable.
that's the last question.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
The last
That's
question.
it.
Okay. What is the most unexpected movie recommendation you ever got from your friend or family? Like you never expect this movie would be good, but they recommend it, and you just, you know what? I just want to watch how good, how good it would be, and you liked it.
Um. I actually have something in my mind, but I would say one. Do you guys know a movie acted by Andrew Garfield?
Mm.
A war movie, Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh, Hacksaw Ridge. Okay, but
Yeah.
I've never watched that movie, but I know that kind of movie. I mean, I know that movie exists. I know that hero, but I've never
Okay,
watched it. Yeah.
I see. For me, because I said like I grew up with watching a lot of fight and war movies, and so I watched this because of my second brother recommendations. It is basically a movie about how a paramedic soldier goes into the war without a weapon. Mm-hmm. So basically, I would say, uh, Andrew Garfield character is Desmond Doss. Desmond Doss is a, like I said, paramedic soldier that goes into the war without a weapon. Is actually gives me a different kind of perspective of how a person in the war would be. Because usually when you think about a war, they would say it's actually okay. That person, if you go into a war, a soldier would actually bring a lot of weapons and guns to fight the enemies, right? But and Desmond Doss character is basically the polar opposite, and it's actually this movie itself is based on real stories, during the I don't remember, maybe the Vietnam War or something. Yeah. So, so his character of being someone that does not bring any weapon despite the war around him, like surrounding him, is pretty amazing when you think about it. Because it's not something that you can actually or like usually see in a war movie where someone does not it's not even about like him bring a weapon. He does not even kill anyone, and and even heal the injured soldiers of the enemies too. So yeah, for me it's not even interesting. It's pretty amazing to me. Like unimaginable that I would actually come to love this kind of movie. So yeah, I love war movie a lot.
Sounds good. Sounds nice, actually. The plot.
Yeah, actually try to look at it.
I think this would be my unexpected movie.
Okay,
I
there
mean,
is
Andrew
one more
Garfield, why
question.
not?
Is it a happy ending or is it a bad ending? Because it's about war.
Oh, it's a happy ending. I mean,
Okay, you can watch
because he
it.
actually saved a lot. Okay, when the war like paused during the night, so it's because that at night, right? So, he actually saved a lot of people, a lot of soldiers by carrying them like back to the base one by one throughout the night. So I think a lot of like pulo like 40, 50 people, maybe 80 to 70 people in one night. So it's re- amazing to me. Yeah.
See, thank you for that recommendation.
Yeah. Please do so. I mean, I
Okay.
love war movies, so I cannot say anything.
Yeah, because yeah, you did grow up watching that those war movies
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Okay, and that's a wrap.
That's all.
Thank
That's
you
it.
so much, Alia, for answering all the
All
questions
right.
that we have. We did have fun.
Yeah, we had so much
And
fun. It was
Yeah,
really good.
and
thank
you
you
have
so
asked
much for
the
inviting me.
answer. Will you marry me?
That was
All right.
yeah.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Welcome. Thank you
Bye.
for
Yeah,
inviting
thank you
me.
so
Bye.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.